Hi everyone, I hope all of you are doing well. And as we know that we are heading towards the T20 World Cup Final of 2026, and it is going to happen tomorrow between India and New Zealand. So we thought of doing a preview. So here we have Madhu, who is very enthusiastic on cricket, and then again it's me, Hingston. So we are very good friends. So let's have a discussion and let's see how this World Cup is going to unfold in its own ways. Madhu, how are you?
All good, Hingston. Thanks. Thank you so much for having me here. And as Hingston said, we'll be having a small preview on the final of T20 World Cup Final. Okay, so we will be having India versus New Zealand for the grand finale tomorrow, and almost 1.5 billion people watching the match tomorrow. Okay, Hingsy, let's go. Start.
All right, so let me start with one question. Recently, I mean, few minutes ago, I checked the Crick Info where Mitchell Santner has mentioned that he doesn't mind silencing few individuals in the crowd or making them go silent. Few years back, if you can remember, Madhu, we might have heard a similar thing, and they actually did it, right? I'm referring to Pat Cummins and the Australian team in 2023. It is going to be on the same stadium, same grounds. That is Narendra Modi Stadium, or well known as Ahmedabad Stadium. So, what are your thoughts about it, and how does New Zealand will look forward for this game?
Great. So as you said, in 2023 World Cup cricket, that is a 50 over World Cup final. Okay, when everyone thought India would lift the trophy, but Pat Cummins and his team completely changed the game, and they have completely silenced the crowd actually. So if Satner said the same thing, there has been a chance. I always believe, even though nobody would pick New Zealand as the favorites, I always think New Zealand has been a underrated team. Okay, they always come with a proper planning, proper strategy, and center knows what to be done for each and every over, who to be bring, and which batsman should be bowled, and who are the bowlers should be bowled for which batsman. He knows everything, and he always rely on the data. So he might have a huge plan for tomorrow. And I also heard one thing. They have changed the pitch actually. So earlier it was a black soil pitch. Now they have mixed with the red soil. So this pitch would see a bounce a bit actually, rather than the few. I mean, like a previous games. This we can able to see a bit of a bouncy track tomorrow, because they have been mixing the red soil pitch for tomorrow's game. So we'll see one by one. We'll do an analysis. And what do you think about the pitch actually? So do you think it'll be favoring Indian side or New Zealand side?
I think both the teams are capable of handling these pitch conditions. They have been playing in this tournament from the day one. They have had their ups and downs. For an example, if you take India, they lost to South Africa in the same stadium, and then New Zealand also would have done their homework. They also had their ups and downs. I I don't think the pitch is going to play a huge role, but I believe the toss will play you know, a psychological game because if you look at the stats from a recent point of view, it goes as 4-2.
Okay.
Four instances where the ones who batted first they have won the match, and on the other hand, it's only two instances in this tournament where the ones who were able to like two instances where they were able to successfully chase. So, what are your thoughts about the toss factor?
I also believe that whoever wins the toss, as you said, toss is a major factor tomorrow. Okay, whoever wins the toss should bat first. That is my only opinion. Okay, for tomorrow, whoever winning the toss should bat first. And let's say New Zealand, for New Zealand batting first, if they bat first, okay, they should put up a minimum target of 210 plus. Okay, if not, they will not have a huge chance of defending that 210 plus, considering the Indian batting lineup. Okay. Also, if India batting first, New Zealand should try to restrict them below 190, else they will not be able to chase that score as well. Okay, that is my first point in terms of toss winning the winning the toss first and batting first.
Yeah, I mean, I was also
What
on
is
your on the same line when it comes to this 200 mark. If New Zealand is betting, they have to aim for this 200 plus and at least this 210 because there is always a huge difference between 200 and 210. You know, since it's a World Cup final, it will come in handy. So Madhu, what do you think about the playing 11 now? There were a few chats going around that they might drop Abhishek Sharma because of the form that he is in, because of the issues that he is going through. But at the same time, if you look at New Zealand, they also sometimes they have struggled with their bowling. You know, having said that, the batting was okay. So how would you see the playing 11 for tomorrow?
okay? So considering the current form of Abhishek Sharma, okay, I'm telling my point of view, but like definitely India will not let Abhishek Sharma down. And I have seen somewhere Abhishek Sharma said like he is not out of form, he is just short of runs. Okay, so, considering that one for the benefit of the team, considering this is a huge final and like they have a huge trophy to be achieved, considering that benefiting the team, what I'll be doing is I'll be dropping Abhishek Sharma and try to bring Washington Sundar or Siraj instead of Abhishek Sharma. So, if you see the team, you'll be having Sanju Samson opening with Ishan Kishan, then one down Tilak, two down Surya Kumar Yadav. Then like you will be having Hardik Pandya. Then you have Dubey. Then you have Akshar Patel on seven. Then Washington Sundar, you have Varun Chakravarti, Arshdeep, and Bumrah. So you don't have to worry about the sixth bowler. Like when you consider the match against the England, okay, they were a bit confused whether to go with Dubey with the last over or Akshar to be go with the last over, but because they don't have the sixth bowling option. So if they try to bring Washington Sundar instead, so they don't have to worry about the sixth bowling option. So this is my opinion, but definitely I don't think this will be working. They'll be anyway going with the same team for the final. And when you ask about the yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I was also thinking about the fact behind bringing someone like Washington Sundar and giving that additional batting opportunity because I mean, he also can bowl and at the same time he can bat as well. So dropping someone who's struggling with the batting and that also on the top might be a good idea for India and where they can bring in someone like Washington Sundar who can do both. I mean, who can contribute on both, and especially he also can give that sixth bowling option to India, which they were looking into the current team. But I don't think anyway, as you said, they will make any changes at this moment. And also, I don't think they will bring in Siraj at any cost by dropping anyone. But what do you think
It
about
it it, it,
Varun's
it is a
form?
yeah it is a well-oiled machine, and like they have been very smooth throughout the tournament, and like if one misses another one scores, and like they know now Cheta is in a tremendous form, and like nobody knows so I mean like all of a sudden Abhishek can fire tomorrow with a 15 ball 50 or 20 ball 60, something like that also we don't know. Okay, but I don't think like they'll be dropping Abhishek as well. And like coming to the Varun's point, okay, Varun, I think players have been like used and like they know how to play Varun in these stages actually. Like Varun has been a brilliant bowler. He has been a mystery bowler. Everyone knows like he is one of the top bowler in the world. But Varun's problem is actually like he is too quick actually. Okay. So Varun has been too quick. So what you have to do is actually Varun needs to bit slow down his speed and like he has to bowl through the air, okay, so that it'll be easy for him to just gain the confidence. Even though like he has gone for 64 in the previous game and like 50s in the previous three games. Okay, last four games, if you consider since South African game, okay, he has been very expensive. Okay. But tomorrow, I think like he will regain the confidence and should be able to take minimum two wickets tomorrow. That is my point of view on Varun actually.
So, from an Indian point of view, the bottom line is anyway they're going to take a risk
Anyway,
with
that's it. Yeah.
playing Abhishek Sharma and also playing Varun Chakravarti. My my doubt is how New Zealand is going to stop Sanju Samson. Now, this wouldn't have even a question about a couple of weeks back, but with the form of the semi-final game and also the game against West Indies, what do you think? Will they come up with a plan? How are they going to stop Sanju, or can Sanju continue the momentum?
Okay. In that case, see what New Zealand have been doing for the last semi-final game. They have brought in McConkey in the power play. Okay. So what McConkey has did is he has silently took Decock as well as Rickelton. Okay, left-handers wicket. So here also they will try to do the same strategy with Abhishek Sharma and Ishan Kishan with McConkey. Okay. And in terms of Sanju Samson, what I think is actually either Mitchell Santner should bowl the fourth over or fifth over to Sanju, okay, in order to just continue. Why? Because Ahmedabad, if you take the pitch actually, first 6 overs power play is the crucial for the team. Okay. If they don't lose wickets in the power play, then rest of the 14 overs, 7 to 20, it will be a like a bonus for them. Okay. And a team like India, a depth batting order where they are a juggernaut in T20 cricket. Okay. So if they don't lose a wicket in the power play, okay, for 6 overs, then nobody else can stop India. What New Zealand should able to do is actually try to get McConkey to take Abhishek Sharma as well as Ishan Kishan in case Abhishek or uh, Sanju got out, and try to bring Mitchell Santner for 1 over, either fourth over or fifth over.
Right, right. I mean, interesting. Yeah, I'm also looking forward for that. What do you think about the other way around? Now, there is a very well formed, like the opening pair of New Zealand, that is Finn Allen and Tim Seifert. They both of them are in a very good touch. Can the Indian bowlers, can the likes of Bumrah or Varun or Arshdeep Singh, can they stop and can they break this partnership within the power play itself? What do you think about it? Or maybe within the
Okay,
couple of
so
overs?
okay, so like we have, I mean, like India versus New Zealand had a bilateral series before the World Cup. Okay, in that India won 4-1 in that series actually. Okay, they were able to New Zealand able to win only one matches in that 5 match series. Okay, if you take Finn Allen is bit struggled to play the left hand fast bowler. So there comes the Arshdeep factor actually. Okay, even though Finn Allen அவன் வந்து மதிக்கவே இல்லை மார்க்கோ ஆன்சன்லாம் மதிக்கவே இல்லை லாஸ்ட் மேட்ச்ல ஓகே இவன் தோ லெஃப்ட் ஆர்ம் ஃபாஸ்ட் bowler பட் when it comes to Arshdeep okay he can both way he can swing the ball he can in swing as well as out swing the ball so in that case what uh, India has to do with the Finland as well as Tim Seifert is actually try to ball Arshdeep 2 overs in the power play, and they also should try to get Akshar Patel in fourth or fifth over. Similarly, what I said to Mitchell Santner, they have to bring in Akshar Patel either in fourth or fifth over, and like they should not bring Varun for the first power play. Okay, and you will be having Arshdeep, then Pandya will bowl 1 over or 2 overs. You have Akshar Patel, then they try to bowl 1 over with the Bumrah. And if they try to get Finn Allen and Tim Seifert within that 6 overs power play, then game is completely in the hands of India.
All right. Since you're coming to the end of the show, let me throw a few questions. In your opinion, who has the better advantage, and what
I,
would be
I,
the
I,
win predictions or win percentage will be like?
I would say 60-40, 60 in terms of India. Okay, Indians are a huge favorite. But don't forget this. Like I recently saw this stats actually. Okay, England has won only two ICC trophies till now. One is in the ICC Champion Trophy 2000 as well as like WTC 2021. Both the trophy they have
You
beat
mean New
India in the
Zealand?
final.
New
Yeah, New
Zealand,
Zealand. Sorry,
yeah.
New Zealand has beat India in the final. Okay, if you take the ICC Champion Trophy 2000 as well as WTC 2021, both the trophies they have beat India in the final. That is one. Second stat: India has never won a T20 World Cup match against New Zealand since 2007. Okay, that is number two. Number three, since 2023, wherever India played a multiple team com- competition, okay, India has lost only two games since 2023, be it 2023 World Cup or 2024 T20 or 2025 Champions Trophy or like a 2026 T20. India has lost only two games. That is one in 2023 World Cup final as well as one against the South Africa. Both matches they lost in Ahmedabad Stadium. Okay. So, considering all these things, I'm not saying, okay, but India's a huge favorite, 60-40 in my point of view. And I think like one more point when you come to New Zealand playing 11 also, I think they should bring Devon Conway in somewhere. Okay, why? Because like they need to strong their batting order also in number three, Devon Conway. And I don't think they should go for Nisham. Anyway, they will go for Nisham. Instead of Nisham, like if they could bring Duffy in, would be a great depth for them
Yeah,
now.
I also believe they should bring Duffy because I don't think Nisham was adding any value to that side. But on the same line, I don't think they will do a new change considering that this is a final game where I rarely think that they will be doing a new experiment. I was also on the same line, but let me do a small adjustment to the 60-40. I would rather go for 50-50 considering some of the
Okay.
struggle areas which was happening around India with regards to Abhishek Sharma and also Varun Chakravarti, and they are gonna stay in the middle of a huge crowd in that stadium. Normally, they won't get that panic, but if New Zealand cricket team, if they can handle Bumrah well, if they can handle that, that 3 to 4 overs, and if they can manage a little bit on from a Pandya point of view, they can handle the batting really well from New Zealand point of view. And at the same
Absolutely. Yeah.
time, because see, this is a final, so anything can happen. In the same ground, Rohit Sharma and co has lost to Australia. It is again that tension, the final things. Anything can happen on that day. Another advantage that New Zealand team is having is that it's thanks to that 5 matches that they played before coming into this World Cup in India against India. Now that like some of the minute thing that they would have noticed might be a key for tomorrow's game. Right. I think we have come to the end of the show. Any closing remarks before we wind up, Madhu?
Only one thing, okay? That tomorrow you have only Bumrah to handle, okay? The one man going to be the difference between the World Cup final as well as the team is the Bumrah. Okay, if you handle Bumrah well, then New Zealand is through. If not, they'll be having a struggle actually.
All right. So yeah, I also wish New Zealand can get through this, or it will be another record when it comes to India, where they will become, consecutive
Third time
champions,
champion,
and there are so many
third time
other
champion in their
titles
lifetime.
await. And yes, if they become, if India wins this trophy, they will become the only team to win the T20 World Cup three times.
Price.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining with us. Signing up, Hingston and Madhu. Enjoy the match tomorrow, and may the best team wins and gets that trophy.